Hey everyone, and welcome back to the channel today. We are diving deep into the vibrant Nigerian music scene of the 1980s to celebrate an artist whose sophisticated blend of soul, jazz, and disco set her apart. We are talking about the incredibly talented Dora Ifudu. While names like Onyeka Onwenu and Christy Essien Igbokwe might be more widely remembered today, Dora Ifudu brought a unique, polished sound that deserves rediscovery. Stick around as we explore her music, her career journey, her notable cover song, the international talent she worked with, her independent spirit, and find out what she's up to today. Before gracing the airwaves with her own music, Dora Ifudu was actually a familiar face and voice within the Nigerian Television Authority, the NTA. In the late 70s and early 80s, she worked at the NTA as co-host of the Bar Beach show, gaining experience in media and production. This background likely gave her a unique perspective on presentation and professionalism when she launched her music career. Dora is also a writer, a photographer, and an actress. She describes herself as a ragdoll and a moon watcher. NTA wasn't just a stepping stone. Her time at the station showcased her poise and presence, hinting at the star quality she would later bring to her music. Dora Ifudu is also a graduate of the New York University, where she studied film and television. Dora burst onto the music scene in 1978 with her debut album, First Time Out, on her own imprint, Theagart Records, which she coined from her name Theodora to form this imprint. Theagart Records had a distribution deal with EMI Nigerian label. Tracks like The Way We Are immediately signal something different. Smooth vocals, intricate arrangements, a fusion of soul, funk, and jazz elements. On the making of this album, Dora is quoted in an interview saying, I don't remember making this album. Take that back. I don't remember feeling like I was making an album. I figure there should be this robust, euphoric air that ought to accompany a first ever, a lifelong hope to do. Well, there wasn't. This points to the fact that she clearly enjoyed what she was doing and had a deep passion to deliver a quality album without any pressures. First Time Out was recorded at Regent Park Studios in London, with Nigerian broadcaster and producer Ray Mike Nwachukwu being in charge of production. Joni Haastrup came in as associate producer. Johnny Haastrup turned up with the whole Mono Mono crew, including Babaken Okulolo and Jimmy Lee. The percussion duties were handled by Nigerian Gaspar Lawal and Friday Pozo, along with Derek League. Steve Lipton did guitar works with Jimmy Lee, while Boyega Adelaja played the keyboards. In 1981, she followed up with a second album titled This Time Around, which certainly refined her sound. The production quality was top notch, the songwriting mature, and tracks like This Time Around and Ada showcasing her vocal range and sophisticated musicality. She also got the attention of Epic Records, who re-released the album for the American market in 1983. This time around featured an array of musical talents in the production, led by American-born producer Onaje Allan Gumbs, and included Lucius Hopper, an American acoustic and electric bassist on the bass, American drummer Buddy Williams, another drummer Wayne Braithwaite, who had worked with Billy Ocean, Kashif, Melba Moore, and Freddie Jackson, also on the drums, while the third drummer was Tony Cintron. She also had Carol Steele on the percussion, while Aaron Brown and Doc Powell handled guitar duties. The quartet of Janet Wright, Dennis Collins, Crystal Davis, and Zach Zanders did a marvelous job as backup vocalists. Nigerian production star Jake Sollo handled the remix duties in London. The original recording was done at Blank Step Studios in New York City and the final mastering at CBS Studios, also in New York. This time around, this time around, I'm gonna be sure about it. This time around, I am gonna pick the right one, Lord. This time around. Her discography, though relatively concise compared to some of her contemporaries, is packed with quality and it represents a unique chapter in Nigerian pop music history. One of Dora Ifudu's most popular tracks was her beautiful rendition of Loving You. Now, this iconic song, famous for its incredibly high whistle notes, was originally written and performed by the legendary American soul singer Minnie Riperton on her 1975 album Perfect Angel. Dora's version wasn't just a copy. She brought her own smooth, soulful interpretation to it. While she didn't attempt the extreme high notes in the same way Riperton did, her cover was heartfelt, beautifully produced, and became a major radio hit in Nigeria, introducing the classic song to a new audience and further cementing Dora's place as a sophisticated vocalist. Loving you is easy 'cause you're beautiful. Making love with you is all I want to do. A key element of Dora Ifudu's polished sound was the caliber of musicians she worked with, including international talents. One of the major figures in her corner was the legendary Nigerian producer and multi-instrumentalist Jake Solo, formerly of the Funkies and Osibisa. His music production prowess is evident across her albums. We also know of Johnny Haastrup of the Mono Mono fame, who helped tidy things up on the first album in London. This blend of top international talents contributed significantly to that sleek international sound quality that made her records stand out. Thanks to the quality of her music and the international recording sessions, her work did get some potential recognition internationally, particularly in the UK market among Afrobeat and soul enthusiasts. However, she didn't achieve a massive mainstream international breakthrough, but certainly created some ripples, especially within some specialist music circles. So, what happened to Dora Ifudu? I don't really have an answer, but all we know is that after the success of this time around, she seemed to gradually withdraw from the music industry limelight in the mid to late 80s. It's very likely from sources that she is living in the United States of America. Certain reports suggest that she has moved her creative energies into other creative endeavors such as writing. While she hasn't returned to the music stage, she has pursued other personal and creative interests away from the demands of the entertainment industry. Her legacy remains that of an artist who brought a unique level of sophistication and polish to the Nigerian music scene. Her albums are treasured by collectors and fans of classic Nigerian soul and funk. When will it be right time for us? When will it be right time for us? When will it be right time for us? We are still digging into the whereabouts of Dora Ifudu, and once we have that information, we'll let you know on this channel. But if you know before us, kindly let us know in the comment section. I'm sure her fans will be very happy to have that information from you. You can also let us know your favorite Dora Ifudu song in the comments because her music still resonates with all those that were old enough to enjoy Nigerian classic music in the 70s and in the 80s. Yeah, if you enjoyed this trip down memory lane, which was brought to you by the stars of Nigerian pop music era podcast, please give this video a thumbs up. Subscribe for more content on Music in My Ears, the Nigerian Music History channel, and hit that notification bell so you don't miss out our next exploration and discovery. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Peace.